Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're digging into something that touches more and more lives across the globe, the art of living alone. There's this common idea, isn't there, that it's maybe a bit sad or lacking something.
Exactly. But the reality we're exploring today, drawing from the art of living alone and loving it, is so much richer. Our mission really is to show how it's not just about making the most of it. It's about leading a truly textured, fulfilling life, full of joy.
Living in Technicolor, not black and white, as the source puts it.
Precisely. Full of opportunities and potential.
So who are we actually talking about here? These soloists. It's quite a mix, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. You've got people who've never married or partnered up. Then there were those who are divorced and widowed individuals, too.
And it's not always a conscious choice, right? For many, it's more like the path life put them on.
That's a key point. It's often the hand played for us, as the book says. But, the underlying desire is universal.
Which is?
A life that feels full, brimming with opportunities, with potential.
Despite the path.
Despite the path. But society often throws up these, cliches, stigmas, especially for women living alone.
Like what kind of labels are we talking about?
Oh, defective, maybe forlorn. Sometimes it's just dismissed as, like, the cat owner stereotype. It's quite persistent.
But the source argues the reality offers real gifts.
Huge gifts. Things like genuine freedom, a sense of pride in managing your own life, uninterrupted time, resilience, no judgment from a partner, pure independence, unexpected joys pop up, flexibility, space to actually think,
Solitude, serenity.
creativity, courage, self-understanding. So many opportunities to learn and explore, and let's be honest, sometimes just having an untouched fridge is a win.
That's a good one. It's a completely different way of framing it. And the numbers back this up, don't they? This isn't some niche group.
Not at all. We're talking nearly 300 million soloists worldwide. It's often the fastest growing housing demographic.
Like 2 million in Australia alone. And what was it, 32% of U.S. households?
That's right. It's huge. The source calls them a mighty army.
Which makes you wonder, why are companies seemingly ignoring this massive group? You don't see many products aimed at ones.
It's a paradox, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it brings us to a really core idea from the source material.
What's that?
It's the shift, moving from just living by yourself to actively living with yourself.
Okay, unpack that a bit. Living with yourself.
It means intentionality.
Right.
It's an active choice. You decide to open all the doors in your house of life, as the book calls it. You make it a bento box of delights filled with chosen joys, rather than a Pandora's box of struggles where you're just reacting to problems.
So you're actively designing it, embracing peace.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
intentional.
That feels like the bedrock. So, okay, how do we build that mental strength, that resilience needed for living alone? Where do you start?
Well, interestingly, the source suggests you might be better prepared than you think.
Really? How so?
Your own life experiences might have already laid some groundwork. Maybe you grew up in the country and were used to your own company. Or perhaps you saw a parent, maybe your mother, have regrets about not living fully, and that spurred you on. Even confidence gained from a first job. These things build a foundation.
I see. So we draw on our past, but what about specific tools for right now?
Right. The book offers some really practical tools. The first one is fundamental. Know who you want to be.
Okay.
It suggests picking, say, 3 adjectives,
Right.
words that define the self you aspire to. Maybe positive, courageous, calm, something like that.
And these become like a guide.
Exactly. A platform for your values, your actions. And then the crucial part is to act as if. Start embodying that person now.
Act as if. Okay, what's next?
Tool number 2 builds on that,
Yeah.
recognizing you are in control of how you react. The idea is you can't just, run away from negative feelings. You have to face them.
How?
The book talks about this powerful mental image, a shield with a mirror.
A shield with a mirror. Tell me more.
So when negativity comes at you from outside, maybe a comment, a situation, you visualize this shield. It doesn't absorb the negativity, it reflects it.
Ah, so it bounces off.
Right. You see it as their issue, their projection, not something you have to take on board. You can't always change events, obviously.
No.
But you can change your reaction, like, changing the direction of your sails when the wind changes. You're still in control of your boat.
That's a great analogy. So let's talk about a big one. Loneliness. It's something many people associate with living alone.
Yes, and the source tackles this directly with tool number 3, staring loneliness down. It acknowledges loneliness is normal. It's part of the journey. Like traveling through hilly countryside and slipping now and again into dark valleys. That's how the book puts it.
That's quite poetic.
It is, and it sees loneliness as a mental construct, really.
Yeah.
You can wear different masks, sadness, apathy, just feeling meh.
So what's the strategy? You can't outrun it.
No, you can't. The advice is to surrender to it. Let it in, but then transform it. Turn it into solitude.
Solitude, like
Yeah,
positive alone time.
exactly. As Susan Baumgartner describes it. You fill that space with yourself, your thoughts, your plans, your daydreams. And to bolster yourself during those times, the source suggests keeping a self-esteem scrapbook.
A scrapbook.
Yeah, like collecting positive messages, notes, compliments, reminders of your worth.
That's practical.
And importantly, it warns against that sort of generic, often patronizing internet advice.
Oh, like just get out more or join a club.
Precisely. Things like improve your social skills.
Mm.
It often makes you feel worse because it implies the fault lies with you rather than just acknowledging the feeling.
So what's the alternative to that kind of broad advice?
It's about getting specific. You need to identify your personal triggers. What sets off that lonely feeling for you?
Okay, like specific situations.
Yeah. Is it coming home to a dark, quiet house? Is it a particular time, like New Year's Eve? Maybe even a certain song.
Right, understanding your own patterns.
Once you know your triggers, you can build a personalized anti-loneliness toolkit.
A toolkit. What goes in there?
Concrete things. Accessing happy memories, maybe having a go-to comfort book. The source mentions Tintin, which I love. Specific TED Talks or podcasts that always lift you up.
Mm-hmm.
Visiting an art gallery, just immersing yourself in beauty, getting out into nature, reading a niche magazine you really enjoy. Even turning to comedians like the radio show Cabin Pressure is suggested for a good laugh.
So it's about having readily available things that genuinely work for you.
Exactly. Curating your own resources.
That's really helpful. But it's important to make a distinction here, isn't it, between loneliness, which is often transient, and clinical depression.
Absolutely crucial distinction. If that feeling of loneliness becomes pervasive, debilitating, if it drains your vitality, that's when seeking professional help is essential.
Andrew Solomon's point about the opposite of depression being vitality, not just happiness, feels relevant here.
It is, and this connects to another key idea, purpose.
Purpose, how does that fit in?
The source talks about ikigai, the Japanese concept. Your reason to get up in the morning.
Ah, ikigai, I've heard of that.
It's like a healthy passion or purpose that acts as your GPS in life. Yeah. Doesn't have to be some grand world-changing mission.
Right.
Ken Robinson's book, Finding Your Element, is recommended for practical tools here. And the advice is often just to focus on the one thing that gives you that spark, rather than getting overwhelmed.
Just one thing for clarity. Okay, so we've got loneliness, purpose. What about general negativity, that internal critic?
Ah, yes. Tool number 11 is brilliantly named, slamming the door in negativity's face.
I like the sound of that. Inspired by.
Nora, in Ibsen's A Doll's House. That iconic door slam symbolizing independence.
Fantastic. So how do we slam the door?
Practical things like allow yourself to voice a grievance once, get it out, but then firmly tell yourself, stop it. Use distraction techniques. Compile a positive music file, and suggestion is Parayan by Gary Scheiman, very uplifting, and play it loud. And use affirmations. Sierra Boggess's You Are Enough is highlighted.
You are enough. Simple, powerful. This feels linked to the Act As If tool we mentioned earlier.
It is. Tool 12, Act As If, is about shifting your mindset and your actions. You turn those negative self-fulfilling prophecies around.
So instead of, I wish I was successful,
You state, I am successful. You embody it. And another really powerful technique mentioned is reframing,
very frank.
turning negative statements into positive questions. So instead of thinking, oh, I can't afford that, you ask yourself actively, how can I afford it?
Ah, so it shifts your brain into problem-solving mode.
Exactly. It empowers action instead of shutting it down.
Okay, let's switch gears a bit. Relationships. They change when you live alone, don't they? Even though solo people are often quite sociable.
They really do, especially after big life changes like divorce or widowhood. The source calls it the tectonic plates of friendship shifting. Sometimes friends just drift.
Yeah, that can be tough. What are the strategies here?
First, be discerning. Like tending a garden, you need to weed it sometimes. Let go of friendships that consistently make you feel bad.
That takes courage.
It does. For the good friends, maintain momentum. Prioritize them. Send emails, letters, maybe just a text. Reach out when they're having a tough time.
And making new friends.
You have to put yourself out there. Meetup.com, classes, dog parks are good suggestions. The book notes that new friends made when you're solo can provide real ballast.
Ballast, I like that. What if friendships do go wrong? If people pull away?
Develop a thick skin. Be armadillo woman, as the source amusingly puts it.
Armadillo woman.
Yeah, the friends who distance themselves. Maybe they haven't earned a place in this chapter of your life. Prioritize your own self-validation over trying to win arguments or understand why.
And forgiveness, that must come into it.
Hugely. Holding on to anger, as Zalman Shakhtar Shalomi said, it's like taking poison and hoping someone else will die. It just binds you to the past. It's costly.
Okay, moving to another really practical, crucial area, money. Financial independence.
Yes. And living alone often means facing the singles penalty.
Meaning you pay more proportionally.
Exactly. You're covering rent or mortgage, bills, everything on one income. It puts pressure on, especially for women. The stats mentioned in the source are, frankly, sobering.
Give us the headlines.
Okay, 47% of women over 50 are single. Post-divorce, women can experience a 73% drop in living standard. 80% of elderly women in poverty weren't poor when they were with their husbands.
Wow.
And maybe the biggest one, 90% of all women will, at some point, be solely responsible for their finances.
That's a massive wake-up call.
It should be. A powerful incentive to take control. The source lays out a financial blueprint, like a 12-step GPS for your money.
Okay, what's step one?
Mindset. Susan Orman's point, your money reflects your self-worth. So first, define what financial security actually means to you personally.
Yeah.
Education. Use free resources, books, podcasts, websites. The Barefoot Investor by Scott Pape gets a strong recommendation. Then budgeting, but focused on saving, not just tracking spending. Be rigorous. Use apps, spreadsheets.
And be honest about wants versus needs.
Crucial. Then there's long-term planning. The book suggests a stark exercise. Calculate how long your current savings would last if your income stopped today.
Oof, that sounds motivating.
It can be. Like the story of the woman who realized her money ran out at age 120 and it spurred her into action. It's about building a solid foundation.
So it's more than just managing.
Oh yeah, it's about being smart. Living within your means, yes, but also prioritizing long-term security. Run your own race financially, as the book says.
How? Any quick tips?
Look for low-hanging fruit. Savings, switching supermarkets, checking unit prices, using voucher sites, battle the lazy tax, actively compare insurance, utilities, don't just auto-renew.
Right, those small things add up.
They do. And it pushes beyond just being financially okay. It's about building wealth, saving and investing, moving beyond just having money sitting in a low-interest savings account.
And getting help. Building a team.
Yes. Finding reputable financial advisors, being cautious about commission-based ones, obviously. Getting the essential documents sorted. Will, power of attorney, superannuation nominations, secure storage, backups. It's taking charge of the whole picture.
Okay, let's talk about the home itself. When you live alone, your home space takes on huge significance, doesn't it?
It really does. The source says it becomes as much an idea as a physical thing. Your nest, your sanctuary, your rallying cry.
I love that, your rallying cry. So how do we approach our homes?
Look at it with new eyes.
Yeah.
First, just sit in it. Feel the energy. Then define how you want to feel there. Safe, calm, energized. Then think practically. Does the location, the size, the layout actually suit your solo life now? Maybe downsizing would be a whole house full of fresh air. Think about your desire paths, how you naturally move through the space.
And decoration.
It's pure self-expression. Forget glossy magazines. Choose colors you love. Look at nature. Favorite objects. Pinterest for inspiration. Curate collections, vases, hats, whatever brings you joy. Small touches matter, like painting a favorite quote on the wall.
Any specific rooms to focus on?
The advice is to tiz them up one by one. Start with the entrance. Make it welcoming. Timer lights are great. Photos, maybe beautiful color on the door.
Okay. What else?
The bedroom is your private HQ, your queen-sized oasis. Invest in a great bed, lovely linens, those millionaire pillows. Make it personal vision board, photos.
Sounds blissful. Living room.
Comfy sofa is key. Eclectic cushions. Only display things you genuinely love looking at. Maybe even ditch the big TV for a laptop for flexibility.
Kitchen.
Keep it operating theater clean. Turn cooking for one into a nice ritual tablecloth, candle. Use your nice china every day. Create little displays that make you smile.
And the bathroom.
Your self-care hub, your spa. Good lighting is essential. A magnifying mirror. Definitely a bath if possible. Add luxuries. Candles, nice bath products, fresh flowers, even a back scratcher. At a well-stocked medicine cabinet is practical.
Beyond the tizzing up, what about upkeep?
Self-discipline is key here. Decluttering William Morris's rule. If it's not useful or beautiful, get rid of it. Regular cleaning, good security, And basic DIY.
Ah, the DIY.
Become a human Swiss Army knife for the small stuff.
Yeah,
But know your limits. Invest in a few good basic tools.
right. Okay, now let's talk about actually doing things alone. Going out, experiences, people can feel self-conscious.
They can, but the source has a blunt message. No one cares. Honestly, people are wrapped up in their own lives, and doing things solo is so much more common now.
So like solo travel, that seems like a big one.
It's framed as the ultimate test, but also a revelation. Amazing for self-discovery. It really challenges that lonely stereotype. There's a lovely anecdote about finding connection in Paris while traveling alone.
But the travel industry isn't always geared towards solo travelers, right?
Yeah.
Single supplements and all that.
True, there are biases. But there are great resources now, like the Solo Traveler blog. The key is planning. Learn a few phrases, book key attractions ahead, have an itinerary, but keep it flexible.
And how to make the most of it while you're there.
Seize the day. Visit those smaller, quirky museums. Go for early morning walks before the crowds. Journal your impressions. It really deepens the experience.
What about something seemingly simpler, but still daunting for some? Eating out alone.
Ah, yes, solomangarophobia. But guess what? Solo diners are the fastest growing group.
Really?
Yes. Tips include: use a prop if it makes you feel comfortable. A book, a notepad. Consider communal tables. Look up the menu online beforehand. Maybe order 2 starters and a salad instead of a main for variety. Become a regular somewhere local. They'll start to look out for you.
There was even that restaurant in Amsterdam.
In Mali. Designed just for solo diners. Brilliant concept.
And tricky times like Christmas or New Year's Eve.
Create your own traditions. Personalized, low-expectation things that bring you joy. Send cards out early. Have specific decorations that are just for you. Buy yourself a present. Go for a swim or a walk first thing. Binge a favorite series. Skype friends. Make it yours.
It's all about taking control of the narrative, isn't it? And really making the most of your time alone, which, let's face it, is something many people crave. My time.
Absolutely. And the most powerful shift here is doing things for yourself and with yourself, not just by yourself. It reframes your whole state of being.
How does technology fit into this my time?
It's a mixed blessing, isn't it? The source cautions against too much screen time, calls Netflix crack cocaine, which is harsh, but maybe relatable,
Yeah.
and social media, a cacophony of other people's thoughts, borrowing from William Deresiewicz,
So a digital detox sometimes.
or at least mindful use. Be intentional, and use your time for interests, both old and new.
How so?
Dig deeper into hobbies you already have. But also, as Helen Gurley Brown advised, force yourself to try something new every week. Furnish your mind, she called it.
Like what? Any ideas?
Explore those minor museums again. Become a flanose. Just wander and observe your city, as Lauren Elkin writes about. Engage with Julia Cameron's The Artist's Way, great for unblocking creativity. Draw mandalas. Volunteer. Learn something completely new on YouTube. The source mentions the calming French whisperer.
Lots of options. What about reading?
Oh, hugely important. A path to self-knowledge, as Proust said. A way to connect with other minds. Audiobooks are great. Libraries are treasures.
And creativity. You mentioned The Artist's Way.
Solitude is often a catalyst for creativity. Think of the artist Clarice Beckett, who embraced it. The source really encourages unleashing whatever innate creativity you have.
What about when you're just bored?
Embrace it. Reframe boredom. Michael Harris talks about it as a positive space for reverie, for your mind to wander and make connections. Maybe create an anti-boredom kit, a box with ideas, materials, things to do when you feel stuck.
Good idea. And finally,
Give yourself a break. Seriously, not every single day has to be productive or amazing. It's okay to just disengage, recharge, do nothing much at all sometimes. Permission granted.
okay, let's go a bit deeper now. Spirituality. That's very personal, but the source sees it as vital for living alone well.
Yes, crucial for building that internal reservoir of courage and wisdom.
Why specifically when living alone?
Because it informs your energy. It strengthens you from the inside out. And that in turn helps you connect with and help others.
How does solitude connect to spirituality?
Historically, many spiritual figures sought solitude. St. Jerome, for instance. There's a joy of silence, as Sarah Maitland explores in her book. It heightens your senses, allows for deeper connection. Think of John Cage's 4'3" silence, filled with ambient sound.
And intuition.
Your spiritual GPS. That gut feeling, that hunch, distinct from basic instinct, guiding you towards what feels right for you.
The source seems to really encourage finding your own path here.
Absolutely. Question dogma. Make your own rules. Buddha taught self-reliance. Joseph Campbell spoke of finding the rapture of being alive. Elizabeth Lesser's analogy is great. Religions are like cookbooks. Find the recipes that nourish your soul.
So start with an open mind.
Yes. Challenge your own assumptions. Even consider arguments you disagree with, like Stephen Fry on God. Explore new practices, maybe walking a labyrinth.
And ultimately define it for yourself.
Define your own spiritual necklace. Weave together the practices that resonate. Meditation, nature, maybe finding a patron saint or a goddess archetype, whatever works for you.
Okay, let's touch on two more profound topics. Grief and death. These hit differently when you're solo.
They do. Grief, the source says, tears a hole. No denying that. But the scars, they are a testament to the love and to your capacity to heal. There's a beautiful quote shared from an anonymous online post about scars being proof you've lived deeply.
That's powerful. And facing death.
Awareness of mortality can actually motivate you to live more fully now. Irvin D. Yalom's idea of rippling is mentioned how your influence, your actions, ripple outwards even after you're gone, unlike Ozymandias in Shelley's poem, whose legacy crumbled.
So live a life without regret. Build those connections.
Exactly. And practically, the source urges you to think about the end. Plan your own send-off.
Really? Plan your own funeral.
Why not? Burial or cremation. What music? You can even get personalized coffin designs now from places like lifeart.com.au. It takes the burden off loved ones and ensures it reflects you.
Okay, so we've covered mindset, practicalities, experiences, the deeper stuff. How do we pull it all together and actually take action?
Because, as the saying goes, the world belongs to those who do. Action is key. The source emphasizes that any action will lift a burden from your shoulders and propel you swiftly forward.
So how do we ensure consistent action?
Strategy 1. Be a postage stamp.
Stick to one thing.
Exactly. Focus intensely on one goal at a time. Don't spread yourself too thin. It's from the book, The One Thing.
Okay, focus.
What else? Break things down into chunks of time. Daily. Maybe 1 and 3 most important tasks. Your MITs.
Yeah.
Weekly. 1-3 specific goals. Monthly. A theme or a deadline. Yearly. 1 big achievement. And ask yourself each night, did today matter?
That makes big goals feel manageable.
And remember, small steps count. Momentum builds faster than you think from just starting.
Any visual tools?
Curate an action board. Not just a vision board of dreams, but a curated collection of images, ephemera, reminders of your ambitions and your joys. It's an evolving nudge towards action.
And tools for tracking.
Notebooks. Keep different ones spiral-bound for notes, Moleskine for ideas, Post-its for tasks, or use digital tools like Evernote, whatever works.
What about routines?
The source distinguishes rituals from routines. Rituals are purposeful, ceremonial. Routines can be unthinking.
So create rituals.
Yes, a morning ritual, maybe stating your positive adjectives, meditating, doing 20 quick things to ready the house. An end-of-day ritual, too, like the violet hour, to consciously transition from work or tasks to relaxation.
And finally, who keeps you on track?
You do. Accountability is yours. The source has a lovely suggestion. Wear jewelry with your name on it as a symbol of your independence, your strength, a reminder that you're in charge.
So wrapping this all up, living alone, it's not a deficit. It's this incredible space for self-discovery, for building strength, for genuine joy. Applying these ideas, these tools, can fundamentally shift the experience, right? Making you the master of your fate, the captain of your soul, as Henley wrote.
Beautifully put. And that final thought from the source really sums it up. If your ship hasn't come in, swim out to it. It's about that self-reliance, that power you have within you to create the life you want. So embrace the journey. You've got this.